Hi, I'm Chip Browne, and I'm running for State Executive Committee Man, and I really appreciate your tuning in today to listen to me. Currently, I'm serving you as Executive Committee Man for Westover Precinct. I really don't think you'll find a more dedicated, experienced, or competent candidate for this position. As a real estate law instructor for over 40 years, I know how to communicate, motivate, and solve problems to enable people to achieve their goals. And I'm happy to report I personally assisted over 20,000 students to successfully obtain their real estate and property management license. My father was in the Air Force, so we traveled around an awful lot. In fact, I attended 4 different high schools before I finally graduated. I started in McLean, Virginia at McLean High School, and then for a couple of years we were in Madrid, Spain, so Madrid High School. Then we came back to the United States and settled in my mother's hometown, Dillon. So for about a year I was at Dillon High School, and then finally moved to Niceville, Florida, and graduated from Niceville High School. From there, I earned a degree in political science pre-law from Clemson University, and then came back for a couple of years of further study in constitutional law. It's certainly true that our Lexington County party has had some dips and valleys and bumps in the road in the last few years, but with Mark Weber's leadership and others helping him, we've overcome that chapter in our history and we're doing better than ever. Unfortunately, certain members of our party have decided to go negative and frankly put out some falsehoods. The last thing that the Lexington County Republican Party needs at this point is more drama queen outbursts. What we truly need are leaders who are competent and disciplined and who use good, sound, mature judgment to advance our party. I'm truly honored to be part of Mark Weber's team. Mark's record speaks for itself. He's been an amazingly capable and stable leader, and the kind of leader that we certainly need to keep. He's also surrounded himself with an extremely strong team with Debbie Heim, Sandy Wade, Jackie Fowler, and hopefully me. I hope you consider voting for them so that we can continue to progress as the top-notch party. As State Party Executive Committee Man, I will be your liaison, keeping you informed about what's going on at the state level and being a voting member for our principles, and making sure that we adhere to those strong principles and ideals, and occasionally maybe even pointing out some problems and shenanigans. Certainly I'll have an open line of communication for you and look forward to hearing from you. Several years ago, I was fortunate enough to land successfully a Cessna 172 at Owens Field, dead stick with the engine off. For anyone to be able to do that, it takes knowledge and resolve to focus on the proper maneuvers while keeping your emotions under control and suppressing the urge to panic. Also, a few years ago, I was diving off a wall in the Bahamas and went on a dive down to 203 feet, looking for an amazing sponge. The recreational diving limit is considered 130 feet, but I was way beyond that. And due to my training, patience, and knowledge, I was able to successfully find that tube sponge and come back up properly without any problems and continue diving for the rest of the day. That tube sponge, by the way, was one of the most beautiful examples of God's creation, short of my wife, Melissa. I really think my background, temperament, tenacity, and knowledge from witnessing all kinds of scenarios since I've been a Republican will certainly aid me in being proficient and hopefully the best executive committee man representing you. I would be delighted to have your vote to serve you and to continue to advance the Lexington Republican Party. Certainly I've been a Republican for a long time. I was originally a party member of Virginia, then Florida, Hawaii, and back to South Carolina, my home state. My heroes are my father, a retired Air Force Colonel, Charlie Browne, one of the finest gentlemen I ever knew, and in high school, William F. Buckley Jr., who I read every word of, and he was the one that truly crafted my version of conservatism, what I am today, followed by Ronald Reagan, the amazing Ronald Reagan, and Rush Limbaugh, who it would be really a delight to hear what he would say about the current state of affairs. He would certainly love the fact that Donald Trump is president, and he would be skewering the Democrats for sure. And then there's Donald Trump. He is the strongest, bravest leader I can even imagine. He's right up there with Winston Churchill. The amount of persecution and attacks this man has survived and prevailed over is the motivation for me to get up in the morning and do what I do politically. God and Jesus created us. He gave us one life here on earth. It is not a rehearsal, and we need to live it to the fullest and to be happy. That's what I think he would want. So if I am elected as state executive committee man, I'm going to do my best to make sure that we also have a lot of fun and also help this party progress to be the best one in the state. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to me today. God bless you, God bless South Carolina, and certainly God bless the United States of America.